Hi again, everybody. It's Silo Rebel baseball here this afternoon or this evening as we head into the evening hours here from Shawnee today as the Rebels get ready to take on the Class 5A Shawnee Wolves and put their 50-game spring winning streak on the line here today. As Coach Billy Jack Bowen finally found a game. We talked about it on Monday after the Rebels win against Tupelo. The Rebel head coach looking for a game and found one here at Shawnee here this evening to take on the Shawnee Wolves. As the Rebels got a bye in the district round of the playoffs this week, and then they will close out the regular season on Monday. Scheduled that game scheduled at Kingston, and stay tuned. Weather permitting, that could possibly get moved to Silo on Monday evening, but we'll keep you informed on that. But today it's the Rebels against the Shawnee Wolves, and the Wolves 15-15 the season record for Coach Kevin Paxson. And Silo comes in 22-0, ranked number one in the state in Class 2A, the four-time defending state champions as they get ready to head into the playoffs. They will have regionals starting next Thursday at Silo, and that contest bidding to return back to the state tournament. As we're just about set for the national anthem here before the start of today's contest. Going to be a familiar lineup for the Rebels. As they'll stick with the same lineup. Kyler Proctor in the leadoff spot. He will be pitching here this evening to start the contest. Then batting second is Connor Cordell, the left fielder. Hitting third, Easton Ford playing first base. Delton Roberts bats fourth and plays third. The designated hitter, Sawyer Reddick, in the 5-hole. Batting sixth is Josh Trout, and he'll do the catching. Carter Parker plays short and hits seventh. Batting eighth will be Colby Smith, the sophomore second baseman. And batting ninth is the lone senior on the squad, Mason Urbany, and he will be in right field. Xander Marshall also playing in center field for the Rebels. Meanwhile, for the Shawnee Wolves, Maddox Tully is going to get the start on the mound here this evening for this contest. And we're just about set for the national anthem, as we will pause during the national anthem. Be back in just a moment. And the national anthem finishes up here at the ballpark, Ed Skelton Field, here on the campus of Shawnee High School, and familiar territory for the Rebels, as they had a pretty good day last time they were here back last spring, and winning the Class 2A state championship for the fourth straight time. And that win over Christian Heritage back here at the ballpark. Going to be a southpaw on the mound. The lefty, Maddox Tully, starting for Shawnee. And windy afternoon here at the ballpark. The wind slated at steady at about 20 miles per hour with gusts over 30 here at the ballpark. And Shawnee blowing out to a left, so we'll see how that comes into play here this afternoon. as the lefty takes his warm-up tosses on the mound. And we'll take a look at the lineup here. As mentioned, the starting lineup and the Rebels. Kyler Proctor is going to lead it off. See what they can do against the Shawnee Southpaw here in this contest. Glad you're along with us today here on SolidRebels.tv and along the Squirtle Network statewide. Nice sunny afternoon. Some partly cloudy skies with clouds whisking by, but the storms have stayed away and hopefully will do so through the contest here this evening and allow this one to get completed today as the final warm-up tosses for the lefty Tully. And we're just about set for the first pitch. So the junior Kyler Proctor, the Oklahoma State University commit, steps in, hitting .463 on the season. 6 doubles, 6 home runs, 17 RBIs. And he has a sensational .651 on-base percentage. Batting out of the leadoff spot, he has been walked 27 times this spring. First pitch from Tully, and it's upstairs for a ball. And we are underway here in this contest. Kevin Farlong with you from Shawnee here this evening, and a breaking pitch, and it's called a strike on the inside corner to Proctor. Count evens at 1-1. Here's the next pitch from Tully, and it's upstairs for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Tully gets the sign and the pitch to Proctor, and it's catches the top of the strike zone. It's 2-2. The lefty rocks and fires, and it's off speed, and Proctor swings through that one for strike 3 and goes down swinging. For the first out of the inning, Connor Cordell steps to the plate. Connor hitting now an even .500 for the spring. 2 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs, 27 RBIs, batting in the 2-hole. And he'll foul that one off right side, now to play. Second on the team in RBIs, only behind Easton Ford, who awaits on deck. Tully shakes the sign, and the pitch is upstairs for a ball. Defensively for the Wolves, behind the plate, Creed Muirhead doing the catching here. As that pitch swung on by Cordell, hit high in the air to left field. Left fielder does not see it, and it's gone. Well, everybody, nobody ever saw it. Left fielder never saw it, and the ball just carried out over the left field wall. Connor Cordell with the home run, and his 4th home run of the season. Cordell leads it off the scoring with the home run. I don't know if anybody ever saw it, but the umpires finally decide it's a home run out of the ballpark, and Connor Cordell with a sky-high blast over the left field wall, and Silo leads early 1-0. Here's the next pitch is Easton Ford at the plate, and he'll watch the first one high. Next pitch to Easton, and that one's outside. 2-0 the count. Ford on the season. Easton batting has upped his average to .418 after the slow start. 7 doubles, 6 home runs, 28 RBIs to lead the squad. And he's at the plate now. And he'll swing on that one. Ground ball hit left side. Fielded by the shortstop. The throw over is in time, and Ford is out. As he grounds out to shortstop for the first out of the inning. Wilson to Kaseka, and Delton Roberts steps to the plate. Delton, the team's leading hitter, batting at .544 for the spring. 7 doubles, a triple, and a home run, and he'll take the first pitch high and away for ball 1. 24 RBIs for Delton on the season, and trying to get something started with 2 outs here in the first, and he'll take that one in there for a strike call. Pitch from Tolley, swung on, hit in the air to left, and over toward the gap, and can't get there. It's going to the wall. Roberts for extra bases. He's headed into second, and he'll stop there with a double. Now he's going to get to go on to third as the ball gets away on the throw in, and it's deflected off the glove of the shortstop, and Roberts will advance on the error. That one just carrying out there and to the gap and split the outfielders. I thought the left fielder might have a shot at it, but it's gusting over 30 miles an hour out to left field. And it maybe even stronger than that now as you can feel it blowing up here in the press box. So the double by Roberts, and he advances on the throwing error. Here's the pitch, and Tully gets it in there for a strike. It's Sawyer Reddick at the plate, and Sawyer on the season hitting at .309. Watches that one up. Reddick with a double, a couple home runs, 18 RBIs. Batting in the 5-hole this afternoon, and that one's upstairs. Roberts, 90 feet away at third base. Rebels have struck for 1 run. Pitch to Reddick is taken for a strike there. Evens the count at 2-2. Tully gets his sign. The next pitch swung on, hit in the air to left field. May split the gap again. It's going to fall in, rolling to the wall. Reddick around first, headed for second, and he will stop there as the throw comes into the shortstop. Reddick, once again, almost identical to Roberts' hit, splits the outfielders in the gap in left center, and they weren't able to get there before it rolled all the way to the wall. An RBI double for Sawyer Reddick, and it's 2-0. Sato out to the early lead. And Josh Trout steps to the plate. The catcher for the Rebels watches the first pitch upstairs for a ball. Trout batting at .339 for the season. He's got 8 doubles, couple home runs, and 19 RBIs. The junior catcher, and he'll foul that one straight back. Trout trying to get the run in from second. There's 2 outs here in the first inning as the Rebels have struck for a couple. And he'll foul that one off the left side toward the Shawnee dugout. Runs the count to 1-2. Here's the pitch called strike three. Trout goes down looking to end the inning in the top of the first inning. Rebels get 2 runs, 3 hits. There was an error and a man left. We head to the bottom of the first. Silo leading 2-0 over Shawnee. Welcome back here as we head to the bottom of the first inning here from Shawnee High School this afternoon at Ed Skelton Field. Kyler Proctor will be on the mound, the ace for the Rebels. And on the season, Proctor has a 3-0 record with 3 saves and has not allowed a run. No runs, 10 hits, struck out 31, and walked 12, a 0 earned run average for the spring season thus far in 20 1/3 innings. And may face his biggest test to date here against the 5A Shawnee Wolves. Proctor making his 9th appearance. And his 4th start. Daxton Clark, the batter, the Shawnee center fielder, and there's strike 1 called as Clark watches that one. 0-1. Here's the pitch from Proctor. It's upstairs. And a strike called. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch to Clark, and check swing. Did he go? And it's called. The umpire behind the plate rings him up there for strike 3. Said he went around. And strikeout number 1 for Proctor on the day. And that's going to bring up Bauer Britton, the Shawnee standout at the plate, senior. And he will swing and miss that high fastball from Proctor. Here's the next one from Kyler, and that one's on the outside corner for a strike. 0-2. Proctor pumping him in there to begin this contest. He making his first start in a while, and there's a swing and miss on the high fastball, and Britton goes down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kyler Proctor. And on the season now, 33 strikeouts for the junior right-hander on the year in 21 innings. Next batter at the plate for Shawnee is Kason Rogers, the second baseman. And he'll watch a pitch outside for a ball. Proctor gets his sign, the pitch home, and it's upstairs this time. Josh Trout behind the plate. It's Delton Roberts at third. Carter Parker is the shortstop. Colby Smith at second, and Easton Ford at first base. The 2-0, and it's in there for a strike call. 2-1. Connor Cordell out there in left. Xander Marshall, the center fielder, and in right field is Mason Urbany. Pitch from Proctor, and that one may have slipped a little bit out of his hand as he had to wipe off his fingertips there as it gets away to the backstop. Runs the count to 3-1. Next pitch from Proctor, and that one's off the outside corner for ball 4. And first base runner of the game for Shawnee on the walk. Cason Rogers will head on down to first base. Brings up the catcher, Creed Muirhead. Muirhead at the plate with 2 outs. Going to be a left-hand hitter with Rogers at first base. Proctor's pitch, and it's a strike called. Tyler checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch home, and that one misses inside for a ball. Evens it up at 1-1. Rebels struck for 2 runs in the top half of the first inning. Connor Cordell with a solo home run. Delton Roberts with a double, and then a double from Sawyer Reddick. Here's the ball hit high in the air to center field. Backing up a couple steps is Marshall, going to make the grab, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. As the Wolves go down in the first without scoring. No runs, no hits, a man left. We head to the second. Silo leading 2-0. One inning in the books, and the Rebels with a 2-0 lead after the first frame. As the Rebels are going to send up the bottom of the order here, 7, 8, 9 to bat against the lefty, Maddox Tully. As he takes his final warm-up tosses here before the second frame. Rebels with 3 hits in the opening inning with the Cordell home run and doubles from Roberts and Reddick. See what they can do here in the second inning as the Rebels were able to split the gap. There's deep gaps out here at Ed Skelton Field, and a couple rolled all the way to the wall from Roberts and Reddick. Carter Parker going to start things here at the plate for inning number 2. And let's check the numbers. Parker batting at .256 now for the season. Has a couple doubles, a home run, 10 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Parker, and it's low for a ball from the lefty Tully to start this second inning. Here comes the next offering. Parker's going to swing on this one. He hits a sky-high pop-up. Shallow left field, and the left fielder having some trouble with the wind, but it's going to make the grab as Britton grabs that one for out number 1. So Colby Smith, now the batter, the sophomore second baseman, hitting at 179 for the year and 7 RBIs for Colby as he watches that one upstairs for a ball. Smith at 179 average, but he does have an on-base percentage of 415, so he has found his way on base over 41% of the time, and that one misses low all the way to the backstop. 2-0 the count. Smith trying to get something started here for Mason Urbany on deck, and a strike called as the lefty totally paints that one in there. Next delivery, and that one misses outside. Just a tad outside there to Colby Smith. Count goes 3-1. And there's one low and inside, ball 4, and Colby Smith on base again. Talked about that 415 on base percentage, and Smith ups that as he draws the 1-out walk and brings up Mason Urbany, the senior right fielder, hitting at 308. 5 doubles, a triple, or 5 doubles, a home run, and 13 RBIs for Urbany. He's going to bunt, and this one's foul. Urbany with good speed. That draws the third baseman for Shawnee in on the grass now, as it's Easton Odell. Pitch home, swing and miss. Urbany went after that off-speed pitch that time, and counts now 0-2. Here's one in the dirt, gets away to the backstop. Going to allow Colby Smith to advance on the wild pitch, and a runner now in scoring position. See if Urbany can get something in play here. The 1-2 delivery, and it stays upstairs. Count is even. Top of the order, back awaiting on deck, and Kyler Proctor. Next pitch, and that one is low and inside. 3-2. Full count as the wind continues to gust here at Ed Skelton Field, blowing out toward left. The payoff pitch, swing and miss as Urbany chased that one high upstairs and goes down swinging. Brings Connor Proctor to the plate. Back to the top of the order. And Proctor went down on strikes his first time up. He's got a runner in scoring position now at second for this trip. 2 down here in the second. Pitch to Proctor, and that one's inside, nearly hit him. Next pitch, and it's swung on. It is lined to center, and charging in is the center fielder going to make the catch. Nice play by Clark as on the run. He had to make it on the run to keep that one from falling on that sinking liner by Proctor. But the Rebels are retired in the second inning scoreless. No runs, no hits, a man left. 2-0 Silo heading to the bottom of the second. Middle part of the order coming up for Shawnee here in the bottom of the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 hitters. And it looks like the leadoff batter is going to be Easton Odell. So Odell steps in to face Proctor, who struck out a pair in the first inning. Hits the first pitch. High in the air on the right side on the infield and over. Circling around it and making the catch is Colby Smith. There's one out. That ball looked like it was headed foul, but got caught up in the wind and came back in fair territory. Smith did a nice job circling around and making the catch on that one. And the next batter will be Zane Wilson, the shortstop. He takes the ball on the first pitch from Kyler Proctor. Here's the next one, and it's a called strike on the outside corner. Next one from Kyler, swung on, it's lined to right. Charging in is Urbany, and he makes the grab. Urbany came charging in from right, another sinking line drive, and Urbany makes the catch diving, and there's 2 outs. So Canton Kasika is at the plate, and he takes a strike, the first baseman. And there's strike 2 called. 0-2 the count to the big right-hand hitter. Here's the next pitch from Proctor. It's swung on. The 0-2 pitch is drilled into left center for a hit. Going all the way to the gap. Kasika headed towards second base, and he will stop there as he delivers the 2-out double to the gap in left center. Coach Bowen not happy about that, as that 0-2 pitch was smashed by Kasika. Runner in scoring position now with Brant Nave at the plate for Shawnee. And he'll take the first pitch for a strike. Wolves threatening here in the bottom of the second. The runner in scoring position, and Nave going to chase that high fastball for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Now the 0-2, and that one nearly tails back in over the strike zone as Proctor was set up in the opposite batter's box. 1-2 now the count. Here's a breaking pitch. Drops in there, strike 3. Proctor's third strikeout of the game. And the Wolves' threat goes down here in the second inning. No runs ahead, a man left. We go to the third. Silo up 2-0 over Shawnee. On to the third inning with the Rebels leading by a pair of runs, and Connor Cordell's going to start things as it's 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Rebels here in inning number 3. Cordell hit a home run his first time up. On a towering fly ball that carried out over the left field wall in this gusty 30-mile-an-hour gusty wind out to left. Cordell's 4th home run of the season. Here's Tully's first pitch here, and it's a strike call to Cordell. That one on the outside corner. Lefty checks the sign, rocks and fires, and that one's way outside for a ball. Here's the 1-1, and it's a check swing, and so he went around for strike 2. Here's the next one to Cordell, and it's way high. Evens the count at 2-2 for the junior right or left fielder. Tully rocks and fires, and this one's pulled foul by Cordell as he fights that one off. Two-two delivery, and Cordell's going to pop this one up. Left side of the infield, going to be a tough play, and the third baseman's going to make it as he calls everybody off to make the grab. Easton Odell grabs that one on the pop-up. So there's one down for Easton Ford. Cordell tied him for team high RBI honors earlier in this contest. See what Easton can do as he watches that one upstairs for a ball. Grounded out his first time up. Pitch to Ford, and that one's high. 2-0. The next pitch, and it's even further up. 3-0. See if he's got the take here, and he will, and watch that one in there for a strike. 3-1 to Ford. So Tully ready to go, and next pitch swung on. It is hit high in the air to left. Backing up is Britton, the left fielder, still going back, and he dives, and did he catch it? And they say he did. Over the shoulder catch. Nearly got over his head as that one kept drifting, and Britton kept going back and then just lunged out and grabs that one over the shoulder. So Britton gets the catch and the out. 2 down for Delton Roberts. Talked about the wind here. It is gusting between 30 and 40 miles an hour as steady out to left. Here's the pitch to Roberts, swing and miss. Delton doubled to the left center gap his first time up. And the next one, there's a breaking ball that catches the inside corner. Now 1-2. Roberts trying to start a 2-out rally as this one is way outside. Gets all the way to the backstop. Tully checks the sign, and the pitch home. Swung on. That one's lined in the left. Roberts' second hit of the game as he will hold up there at first base with a single. So Delton continues on his torrid pace and ups his team-leading .544 batting average. Next batter, Sawyer Reddick, and he doubled his first time up as well. And he'll take a strike from Tully. Reddick came through with his second double of the year back in that first inning. And this one's high. Rebels have not really threatened to run here against the lefty as of yet, but haven't had too many opportunities. It's probably the first, actually, after doubles. There's a pitch and the back pick, and Roberts is picked off at first base. On the back pick from the catcher, Roberts off a little bit too far as the pitch was a ball outside, and Roberts is picked off, and that'll end the third inning. For the Rebels in the third, no runs, a hit, nobody left. 2-0 Silo as we head to the bottom of 3. It's a pretty close play to end the last inning, but Roberts called out on the pickoff at first base as Coach Bowen's still staring at the umpire out there. Well, we go to the bottom of the third, and it's going to be the pitcher, Tully, to lead it off, and then back to the top of the Shawnee order, dangerous part of the Wolves batting order coming up here in the third. After a couple of strikeouts by Proctor in the opening inning. So stepping in, Maddox Tully is at the plate, and he'll swing on the first one and foul it off, back and out of play. Proctor has his sign ready to go, and the pitch here is up just a little bit. Evens it up at 1-1. Next one from Proctor, high and tight for a ball. And a strike is called. Thus far, Proctor was allowed one hit, struck out 3, walked a batter. And here's one that Tully just gets a piece of that one to stay alive. Count stays at 2-2. And the delivery, they say that's down a little bit. That was close that time, and it's a 3-2 count. Here's Proctor challenge and grounded to third. Throw from Roberts over, plenty of time to Easton Ford at the bag at first. There's one gone for Shawnee. And back to the top of the order, and there's a swing and miss by Daxton Clark, and it's 0-1. Here's Proctor's next pitch, and that one's high and away. Clark, good speed there at the plate, and he'll watch that breaking pitch on the outside corner. Count now 1-2. Clark got called out on strikes his first time up. And here's one inside, nearly hit him. But Clark able to get out of the way of that one. It's 2-2. Next pitch, swing and miss on a breaking pitch in the dirt. Here goes the throw from Trout to Ford at first base, and the out is recorded. And looked like Clark may have tripped over the bag, and he is down. Clark crossed the bag and then went crashing down. Looked like he may have tripped over the bag somehow at first. So Clark injured on the play there, and Shawnee coach is out there helping him up, and I think they're going to get the trainer out. And they are going to carry him off here. As Daxton Clark, the center fielder, gets a nice round of applause from the crowd here in attendance. Nice crowd here on a Friday evening from Ed Skelton Field at Shawnee. So 2 outs in the inning. Bauer Britton, the left fielder, steps to the plate for the Wolves. The first pitch to Britton is upstairs for a ball from Proctor. Here's the next one. It's a strike call. 1-1. That last one from Proctor is 4th strikeout of the game when he got Clark swinging. And here's a pitch swung on. Hit in the air. Shallow center field. Racing in is Xander Marshall, and he's not going to get there, as that one is going to drop in to shallow center field. Marshall was on the run, but just could not quite get there. So a pop fly, and Marshall was playing deep with the gusty wind and couldn't get there to make the catch. Britton aboard with the second hit of the game for Shawnee. And that's going to bring up Kason Rogers representing the tying run. And Rogers watches the first pitch for a strike. That off-speed delivery from Proctor. Britton gets the lead and the pickoff try, and he's back in safely. Proctor comes home and breaking pitch, and it's called strike 2. Oh, 2 the count, and he comes with the fastball upstairs, but couldn't get him to chase there. 1-2. The count here to Rogers, and he takes time and steps out. Proctor working quickly on the mound. And there's a pickoff at first, and no, they thought they had him on Britton. He was leaning the other way, ready to go as almost had the pickoff to end the third inning, but called safe at first. Britton gets his lead over there. Here's another pickoff try, but Britton is back in standing that time. Rogers the batter. Runner goes. Pitch, swing and miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Connor Proctor, and that'll end the third inning for Shawnee. And we head to the fourth. Rebels leading 2-0. So now in the game for Shawnee is going to be Christian Taylor as he will replace the injured Daxton Clark. And they'll move the right fielder, Ren Carter. He'll move over to center field, and Taylor will play right now. And it's going to be Sawyer Reddick to start this fourth inning as he was left at the plate when Roberts was picked off to end that last frame. Tully 57 pitches thus far through 3 innings. On the mound for Shawnee. Lefty back out there for inning number 4. And his first pitch way upstairs and to the backstop. 1-0 the count. Here's the next one from Tully, and it's swung on by Reddick. Hit the shallow center field, a bloop, and charging in Carter, and he collides with the left fielder and collides with Britton, but able to hang on to the ball, and Britton's still down out there. We'll see if he's all right. He gets up, but the collision on that shallow pop fly to left center. Carter ends up with the baseball in his mitt. Brings up Josh Trout. And Trout watches this one high and tight for a ball. Now we've got time called, and I think Britton, the left fielder, called time, and he may still be trying to compose himself after that collision. But, well, I think we're ready to go. The 1-0 pitch, and it's a strike called to Trout. Here's the next one, and it's way inside to Trout. Misses for ball 2. Wind advisory currently in effect here at Shawnee, and you can tell by looking at the flag in center field as it just continues to stiff out toward left field, and the wind gusts continue over 30 miles an hour as that pitch inside to Trout. 3-1 the count. Here's the next delivery, and Trout takes it in there for strike 2. Runs it full to Josh Trout. So the payoff pitch from Tully swung on and grounded to third, and it's going to deflect off the third baseman, and Trout is aboard. A hot shot to third and unable to field it. Trout is aboard on the air. By Odell at third base. Second error of the game on Shawnee. Carter Parker, the next batter, and we got a courtesy runner over there at first base. I believe that's going to be Sean Weaver. Weaver running at first. As he takes a look at the southpaw, and the first pitch to Carter Parker's high. Rebels with the base runner. Tully's next delivery swung on, another ground ball to third. Diving stop by Odell at the bag, but he's not going to have a play. But the throw gets wide of first base. Runners will advance. Weaver goes to third. Parker heads to second. Parker aboard on an infield single, and the runners advance on another Shawnee error, second of the inning. Odell made a diving stop at the bag to keep that one from going to left field, but the throw was errant, and here's a wild pitch. Weaver will score from third, and the Rebels take a 3-0 lead. So Silo makes the Wolves pay for that error. It's 3-0. As Colby Smith at the plate. Still a runner at third. It's Carter Parker. And that pitch nearly got away. Nice stop by the catcher to keep that one from going to the backstop. Rebels have added a run. It's 3-zip, and there's a strike in there. We're actually in the fourth as we get that fixed on the scoreboard there. 3-0 Silo here in the fourth as that one is caught late and foul off the right side and out of play. Big spot for Colby Smith, trying to get this run home with less than 2 outs. Trying to deliver something out of the infield. And there's a swing and miss. Got him on one inside, and Smith goes down swinging. Parker's still out there at 90 feet away at third base. Mason Urbany, the batter, now with 2 outs. He squares and bunts, and it's fouled. Urbany fouls off the safety squeeze attempt there. Third baseman for Shawnee on the edge of the grass. Now he takes a step back. Urbany swings on the next one and fouls it back and out of play. Oh, 2 now the count to the 9-hole hitting Urbany, and he'll take strike 3 on the breaking ball, and that'll end the inning. As Urbany goes down looking to end the fourth, but the Rebels pick up a run. 1 run, 1 hit. There were 2 Shawnee errors in the inning, and a man left for the Rebels. 3-0 Silo now as we head to the bottom of 4. Kevin Farr here from Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee, here on SiloRebels.tv and along the Squirtle Network. The 2A Silo Rebels leading the 5A Shawnee Wolves 3-0 here in the fourth. And Connor Proctor back out there for his 4th inning of work. Proctor in his first start since April the 8th. Actually, exactly 3 weeks ago today was his last start on the mound. So Coach Billy Jack Bowen trying to get him some more work today, getting the start as the first pitch to Muirhead is inside for a ball. And there's a swing and miss. Took something off that one against Creed Muirhead, the catcher. Count even at 1-1. There's strike 2 called. Wolves have a couple of hits in the game thus far through 3 innings. Next one from Proctor, swung on, grounded to second. In the game now is Charlie Gardner at second base. He'll make the grab and the throw over in time. So Gardner in to replace Colby Smith at second. Charlie, another sophomore, makes the grab and the throw to first in plenty of time. One down here in the fourth inning. Easton Odell is the next batter. And a breaking ball is a strike called. As Odell watches that one all the way. Here's Proctor's next delivery. Goes with the fastball, and it's in there as well. 0-2. Proctor quickly ahead in the count. Here's the next one, and high and away. Proctor's next delivery, called strike three as he gets him looking on the outside corner. Odell watches three pitches in the zone and goes down looking. Strikeout number 6 in the game for Kyler Proctor. And the next batter is going to be Zane Wilson. Wilson watches the first pitch. Another breaking ball from Proctor in there for a strike. And the next one swung on. This one is skied in the air to left. Backing up is Cordell. Now he's coming in hard and makes the catch. He was trying to get all the way back to play the wind, and that one hung up just a little bit and comes back and makes the grab in left field. It's an adventure out there, and Cordell's able to play it for out number 3. So the Wolves go in order in the 4th. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We head to the 5th. Silo up 3-0. Going to have some defensive changes here, or at least one for Shawnee. I think we've got a new left fielder as Britton is out of the game, I believe. And as he was shaken up in that last inning on the collision with the center fielder. So that's 2 outfielders. The 1 and 2 holes in the order for Shawnee have left the game now. Reed Boland is the batter or the player in left field. And it's going to be the top of the order for the Rebels here in the 5th as Kyler Proctor is going to lead things off. Facing Tully for the 3rd time. 75 pitches for the lefty through 4 innings here this evening. And his first pitch this time is high and away to Proctor. Next one, and it's going to be a called strike. Catches the top of the zone. Proctor looking to reach base for the first time today. As he's going to hit this one. Off the end of the bat, right side, charging is the second baseman, and he's going to make the throw to first just in time to get the out. Proctor got just a piece of that one. It was a slow roller on the right side of the infield. Case and Rogers had to come charging and make the grab and the throw to get Proctor. There's one out. Connor Cordell, the next batter. Cordell has homered in the game, and he's going to swing on the first pitch here. A high pop-up on the infield. Good luck here, and backing up, reaching back is the pitcher, and Tully makes the grab on the high pop-up. Got caught in the wind. He had to reach back at the last second to make the catch, however. So there's two quick outs on back-to-back pitches. Easton Ford, the next batter, and here's one jams him inside. It's called strike. Next one to Ford, and that one catches the outside corner with the off-speed delivery, and it's 0-2. Tully's got it working here in the fifth now. Two straight outs, and Ford's going to foul this one off the right side, not a play. See if they come back outside on Ford this time. The 0-2, and he's gonna hit it in the air. Right side, going to stay fair as it blows back and drops in for a hit. Well, it looked like it was going foul, blew back fair as the right fielder came running in, and that's just a tough play with the wind blowing it back into the field of play, and Easton Ford is the board. As Taylor whiffed on that high fly ball, and here comes Delton Roberts, who has 2 hits in the game already. Delton Roberts going to watch the first pitch for a strike called. Got a runner out there at first base for the Rebels. Roberts watches that one high and away. I believe that's going to be Spalding at first base. And that one is a strike called in there to Roberts. 1-2. Actually, it's Salisbury. We're in Salisbury, the runner at first. 1-2 the count. Pitch home to Roberts. It's inside for a ball. Salisbury has to hold up. Delton awaits the pitch from Tully, and it's swung on, and it's skied to right field. Coming in is the right fielder and center fielder. Will call him off, Carter, as it blows back to center, and Carter makes the grab on that pop fly. And that'll end the inning for the Rebels. They get a hit in the inning, but that's it. We go to the bottom of 5, and Silo 3, Shawnee nothing. Here on SiloRebels.tv and the Squirtle Network. Kevin Farback with you here at Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee as looks like the clouds have kind of cleared out. Just a few puffy clouds in the background, but the wind continues to gust out of the south, blowing out to left field. 7, 8, 9 batters due up for the Wolves here in the fifth inning. Thus far for Silos, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. For Shawnee, no runs, 2 hits, and 3 errors. And Connor Proctor paints one in there for strike 1 on the first pitch to Kaseka, who had that double on that 0-2 pitch his first time up, and there's the ball. Next pitch, and there's a breaking ball that misses outside from Proctor. Next one is a called strike on the outside corner as Proctor gets that one in there. 2-2 the count. And the next one, breaking ball, called strike 3. Looking as another strikeout for Proctor. As Kaseka goes down looking that time. And in the contest, that's strikeout number 7 for Kyler. Brings up the designated hitter, Brant Nave, and he watches the first pitch strike. Proctor's done a good job getting the first one across, getting ahead in the count most of the evening. He rocks and fires on the 0-2, and there's a quick comebacker to the mound, and it's up. We got, well, I guess time was called before the pitch because Dave swung at it and hit a soft liner back to the pitcher. Well, there's no way that pitch can count if he had time called. Well, they're going to say it's a 1-1 count. That was odd there as Proctor gets the next one in there for a strike. One and two, and the pitch called strike 3 as Nave watches 2 in a row after the questionable call, and that's strikeout number 8 for Kyler. And Tully is at the plate, the pitcher, Maddox Tully, 2 outs. And, oh, that pitch is a little bit high, they say. 1-0 the count. Next one from Proctor swung on. This one skied. Foul down the left side. Racing is Cordell. He dives, and he's not going to get it. That was in all kinds of foul territory here at Ed Skelton Field. And Roberts and Cordell, they were both chasing after it. And Cordell tried to get there, and he dove at the last second but couldn't quite get it. So it's a long strike for Tully. Proctor rocks and fires, and there's a swing and miss for strike 2. See if they go back to the breaking ball, and they do, and it's strike 3, another strikeout. Proctor strikes out the side in the inning, and we go to the 6th. Silo leading 3-0 here on SiloRebels.tv. We roll along here to the top half of the sixth inning. Silo with a 3-0 lead over Shawnee as Connor Proctor continues to dazzle. 5 innings pitched as he now has 9 strikeouts in the contest while working on a 2-hitter. As he strikes out the side for Shawnee again in the fifth. For the Rebels, they will send up 5, 6, and 7 here in the top of the sixth. Sawyer Reddick. And he will watch a pitch in there for a strike called. The lefty back out there for inning number 6 as that's pitch number 90 on the night and for a ball. He's done a pretty good job keeping the Rebels off stride most of the evening, especially after that 2-run first inning as that pitch misses away. See if Silo can add to that lead here in the sixth. Reddick trying to get something started. That pitch way outside and gets to the backstop. Count now 3-1. Here at sun-drenched Ed Skelton Field. Next delivery, and it's a called strike. Breaking ball cuts back across the plate. Now it's full up. The payoff delivery, and that one is low to Reddick. He draws the leadoff walk here in the sixth inning, and Silo has the leadoff batter aboard with nobody out. For Reddick, 12th walk of the season, and we're going to have a runner as it's going to be Xander Marshall's going to run for himself at first base. Marshall is in to run. And there's a pickoff try, and he's back in. Marshall has good speed over there at first base. Trout at the plate. Probably the bunt on, and it will be. He bunts it down the third baseline, but foul. Wolves might have had a tough play, getting a tough chance getting an out there if that one would have been fair. And another pickoff try, but Marshall is back in. See if they put the bunt back on. Trout's going to swing on this one. Hits it to center field. Back is the center fielder, and he's going to make the catch as that one held up long enough for Carter to make the grab for the first out of the inning. Carter with the catch. Brings up Carter Parker now for the Rebels. Rebels have not attempted a steal yet tonight. And Marshall stays put at first as Parker watches the strike call. Carter betting for his second hit of the game. Is he going to swing on this one? It's a number right side. The second baseman nearly collides with the runner, but he fields it cleanly and makes the throw to first for the out. And the Coach Paxton's going to come out and discuss this one with the umpire as so the umpires are going to talk about it. It was nearly a collision, but Rogers still was able to field the ball cleanly and toss it over there to get the out at first base. So after the discussion, I think they're going to leave Marshall at second. So Rogers to Kaseka at first base. Well, now they're going to overrule it, and they're going to call the double play. Well, they discussed it for a moment, didn't change the call on the play, and now and then they did change it. Now they're going to switch it back, it would appear. Now the Rebels started on the field. Now they're going back off the field. Marshall's coming back out to second base, and the Rebels think they're still hitting. Shawnee has not retaken the field, and now they're going to say it is an out. So well, they talked about it and didn't change the call, and then all of a sudden the home plate umpire decides to change the call and call the double play on the out. So it looks like the discussion continues with Coach Bowen and the home plate umpire. He's trying to figure out how that call got changed after the umpires discussed it and said he was safe at second, and then they changed. The home plate umpire changed his mind and said he was out. So, well, it looks like we're going to go to the bottom of the sixth inning. That's going to go to the bottom of the sixth. 3-0 Rebels on top. Ready to go here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Coach Bowen's still trying to get an explanation on how that initially that call was not changed, and then it was. As the umpires talked about it and didn't change the call to an out, and then after a few seconds, then the home plate umpire decided to call it an out. So, well, Coach Bowen still, he's talking to the base umpire still about it. So anyway, we're 3-0 Silo, and it's Christian Taylor is at the plate as he came in substitution for the Wolves. And watches the first pitch high from Proctor. Kyler, 67 pitches through 5. And that one is way upstairs as well, 2-0. Here's the next pitch from Proctor, and that one, whoa, we're going to call it outside. That looked pretty close to where umpire had been calling those most of the evening. 3-0 the count, and that one is a strike called to Taylor. Is he taking all the way on 3-0? Wolves looking for some base runners now. Here's Proctor's next pitch. It's called strike 2. Is Taylor watching all the way? So he takes again. And here comes the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. 3 in a row again for Proctor. After going 3-0 on the batter, Taylor watches 3 straight and goes down looking. 10th strikeout of the game for Kyler Proctor. Bowen is the batter now as he came on in as a substitute. And here's a breaking ball that stays high. Actually, Britton is back in the game. Bauer Britton checks back in, and there's a strike called. Evens it up at 1-1. As Britton went out briefly in that last half inning, as there's a breaking ball swung on and fouled. 1-2 the count to Britton. Proctor rocks and fires, swing and miss. Another strikeout, number 11 of the game for Proctor. Five strikeouts in a row for Proctor. And there are 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Kason Rogers, the next batter, and he watches this one inside, and he thought it hit him. Starts to first base. Umpire, well, they're going to tell him to go on to first. Umpire started to call him back and then told him to go on to first base on the hit by pitch. So the catcher, Creed Muirhead, steps up now, hitting with 2 outs. The look at first. Here's the pitch home, and it's a strike call. Rogers over there at first base. Proctor with a token toss to first, and Rogers is back in safely. Here's the next one from Kyler, a breaking ball called strike 2. Dropped that one in there. He's had good command of that breaking pitch here this evening. 0-2 the count to Muirhead, and another token toss over there to just check Rogers at first base. Rocks and fires, and this one is swung on, lined up the middle for a base hit. Second time today that Proctor has given up an 0-2 hit. And that's the third hit of the game for Shawnee. Easton Odell's the next batter. Keno Citizen, the runner at first. The next batter is Easton Odell. And he will be the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. 2 outs, 2 on for Shawnee. Wolves threatening. Wind still blowing out the left. The pitch. And that's just a tad outside, not by much. Proctor checks second. And the delivery, and this one is way outside. Runner goes to third, and he's going to be out there. Oh, my. A base running mistake by Shawnee runs them out of the inning. As it was ball 2, but Rogers took off for third base, and he is thrown out by a mile. Trout to Roberts at third to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and a man left for the Wolves in the 6th. We go to the 7th. Silo continues the lead 3-0. Kevin Farr along with you here from Ed Skelton Field in Shawnee as the Silo Rebels leading the Shawnee Wolves 3-0 going to the 7th. And the lefty Tully is back out there. 98 pitches for the Southpaw through 6 innings of play. And it's going to be 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for the Rebels here in the 7th. Charlie Gardner's going to start things. And Gardner will have his first at bat of the evening. On the season, Gardner hitting at .375. Has a couple of doubles, 4 RBIs on the year for the sophomore. And Gardner awaits the first pitch, and he's going to hit it past the first baseman into right for a hit. Gardner, first pitch swinging, and he gets a single to right. Got that one past Kaseka at first base. Now it's going to be Sean Weaver to pinch hit. Weaver to pinch hit here. And Weaver, probably a definite bunting situation, and back in easily is Gardner as they toss over to first base. Sean, 2 for 4, limited action on the at-bats on the season. 2 for 4 on the year. Batting an even .500. He squares, pulls back. That one gets away from the catcher. Gardner will advance to second base on the wild pitch. And the Rebels have a runner in scoring position. So Silo threatening to tack on again here in the 7th. Tully at an even 100 pitches. And the pitch to Weaver. The bunt is popped up and caught by the pitcher for out number 1. So Connor Proctor comes to the plate, trying to help his own cause here. Proctor 0 for 3 in the contest, and he watches that one way inside for a ball. Rebels at 3 runs on 7 hits thus far. The pitch home. Proctor swings at it and smashes this one off the glove of the shortstop into left field. Gardner's around third. He will score. And the ball gets away coming in. Proctor's headed to second base. An error on the Wolves again. Proctor smashed that one as it deflects off the glove of the shortstop into shallow left field. Ends up with his first hit of the game, an RBI, and Proctor advances to second on the air. Silo up 4-0 now. As they tack on an insurance run, Connor Cordell at the plate. Still just 1 out. And he squares and pulls it back and takes a ball. Four-zip the Rebel lead. Bidding for their 51st consecutive spring victory. Runner going, and Cordell's going to foul off the bunt. Looked like Proctor had the bag stolen at third, but Cordell fouls it off. As he awaits the sign down there at third base from Coach Billy Jack Bowen. Rebels have added a run. Couple hits in the inning. Couple seeing eye singles, and Cordell trying to add to that. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Tully, and it's high and away. Now the lefty gets the pitch he likes. Swung on by Cordell. Hit deep to left. This one's going to be over the head of the left fielder and off the wall. Extra bases for Connor Cordell. Another RBI for Cordell on the day, and the Rebels lead 5-0. Cordell smashes that one over the head of the left fielder all the way to the wall, and he has retaken the RBI lead for the season over Easton Ford. Ford at the plate now, looking to continue the flurry here. Five nothing the lead. Ford has one hit on the day, and he takes a strike there. He'd like to get back even with Cordell, the RBI lead here. If he could score him from second. 1-1 pitch, and it's way upstairs. Easton, nice job staying off that pitch. Count now 2-1 to the big junior first baseman. Pitch home from Tully, way outside. Lefty laboring a little bit out there now, as he was well over the 100 pitch mark. And this one lined into the left, over the head of the left fielder again. Back-to-back doubles off the wall as Easton Ford does retie Connor Cordell for the RBI lead with a double off the wall that scores Cordell from second. Another line smash over the head of the left fielder. And the Rebels are breaking it open here in the seventh. They've scored 3, still just 1 out. And that may be it for Tully, as Coach Paxson is headed to the mound for Shawnee, with Silo now leading 6-0. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change for Shawnee. We'll tell you about the new hurler for the Wolves coming up in just a moment. New pitcher for Shawnee here in the seventh is Tyler Peters. After the Rebels scratch for 3 runs to start the inning and double their lead. Charlie Gardner led things off with an innocent single to right field. Then after 1 out, he ended up scoring on a Connor Proctor single that went off the glove of the shortstop and into on that smash into left field. And back-to-back line drive doubles by Connor Cordell and Easton Ford over the head of the left fielder have added to the lead. Ford still out there at second base. The batter is Delton Roberts, and Delton working on a 2-hit game right now, bidding for number 3 in the contest. Silo with 10 hits in the contest now, with 4 coming in this inning. Roberts awaits. He swings on the first pitch and pops it up. Shallow center field, going to be a tough play. Out as a second baseman. He's not going to get there. That one's going to drop. Roberts is headed to second. Nobody is home as everybody was out in center field trying to chase down that pop fly that got caught up in the wind, and Roberts is going to get an easy double on the pop fly. Nobody could get there. Carter came running in. Rogers went out. Ford had to hold up, and he's still at third base. Now the infield is in with Sawyer Reddick at the plate. Hit number 11 for Silo in the contest, and Reddick takes a strike there. from Peters coming out of the Shawnee bullpen. Silo had a 3-0 lead when this inning started after the big controversy in the last frame. As that one is inside for a ball. Wolves all the way in on the infield, trying to cut this run off at the plate with 1 out in the 7th. Pitch way inside to Reddick. Sawyer 1 for 2 in the contest. He does have a double and an RBI. Chance for a couple more with the hit here. The 2-1 pitch swung on. It's hit in the air to center. Eric, center fielder, has it to plate, makes the catch, runner tags and scores. And here's the throw going to third. It gets away. Roberts is going to score as well. Ford scores on the sacrifice fly. Roberts scores on another Shawnee error, the 5th of the game on the Wolves. And it's now 8-0. Reddick gets the sacrifice fly. But then Roberts rolls on home on the error, on the throwing error on the relay from the first baseman, Kaseka. It's 8-0. Josh Trout now batting. 2 outs here in the 7th. And he's going to line this one to center. It's going to drop in front of the center fielder, Carter, for a hit. Trout first pitch swinging there. And I believe that's his first hit of the contest. Now 1 for 4 in the game, and we got a courtesy runner for him out there. Looks like it's going to be Gabe Hernandez running at first base. Rebels have extended the lead. It's now 8-0 over Shawnee here in the 7th. As a swing and miss by Carter Parker. It's a swing and miss. Rebels just relentless offensively. They just keep coming, and if you make mistakes, they're liable to pounce, and they have here this evening. Taking advantage of 5 Shawnee errors, and they lead 8-0 now in the 7th. Hernandez at first, the pitch home, and this one's inside to Parker. Carter has a hit in the contest. The 2-1 delivery, and it's low for a ball. Wind continues to gust out of the south, blowing out to left field. As this one is high and tight, and Parker's headed to first base. It was ball 4 anyway. But he was plunked by that one. Charlie Gardner back to the plate. He had a single to right to start this thing back in the beginning of this inning. In his first at bat of the game. Now Charlie back up with 2 outs. And he'll watch that one high and inside. Have not seen any action in the Rebel bullpen, so Proctor may be going to finish this on the mound as this one is popped up by Gardner. On the infield right side, and in as the first baseman. Kaseka makes the grab, and that's going to end it in the top of the 7th. But the Rebels plate 5 runs in the inning. On 6 hits, there were 2 errors and a couple runners left on. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Rebels 3 outs away from their 51st consecutive spring victory. Back with that coming up right after this. Connor Proctor back out there to try to finish off this complete game win as he is bidding for another shutout. It'll be his 4th complete game shutout of the season if he can finish it off here. 83 pitches through 6 innings for Proctor, and he is working a 3-hitter. Offensively, the Rebels with 12 hits now in the game and pretty much have spread all across the board. 3 hits from Delton Roberts, including a couple of doubles and 2, and he also scored a couple. Here's the first pitch from Proctor to begin the 7th, and it's another breaking pitch in there for a strike. Proctor's breaking ball has been dandy here tonight. And there's a fastball, just misses off the outside corner, 1-1. Next one is a strike called. Fastball in there from Proctor, and taking all the way was Odell. Easton Odell at the plate, and he watches that one, and that just missed on the outside corner. Here's the next one from Proctor. It's a breaking ball in the dirt, and Odell was able to lay off that one. Proctor has struck out 11 Wolves thus far. The count full. Here's the payoff pitch, a breaking ball, strike 3 called, and strikeout number 12. Proctor went back to the breaking ball on 3-2 there and just got Odell looking. He's had him fooled most of the day. Zane Wilson, the next batter, and Proctor's first pitch. Fastball high and away. Here's the next one from Kyler. It's upstairs, 2-0. And he'll get that one in there for a called strike as Wilson taking all the way. Next delivery, breaking ball, strike 2 called. And they just been baffled by that Proctor breaking ball most of the day. It's freezing them in the box, and here's the breaking ball. And that one doesn't break, and it hits the batter, Wilson, on 2-2. Tried to get him looking again, but hit by the pitch. Been a rare base runner for Shawnee. Proctor has walked 1, hit 1, and allowed 3 hits. Canton Kaseka is at the plate. He had a double on an 0-2 pitch to the left center gap earlier, and that pitch from Proctor is a ball. Coach Billy Jack Bowen is headed to the mound to talk to his junior right-hander. Talking about the Rebels' offensive prowess in the game, 12 hits in the contest, and Delton Roberts has continued his onslaught with 3 of those in the game, including a couple of doubles. Easton Ford has 2 hits, including a double. Connor Cordell with 2 hits, a double, and a home run in the contest. Kyler Proctor and Sawyer Reddick each have a hit. Josh Trout with the hit. Carter Parker with the hit. Charlie Gardner with 1 hit. So the conference is over. Kaseka at the up plate. 1-0 the count to the big right-handed first baseman. Rebels should have time for a double play if they get a ground ball. Kaseka does not run very well, and he watches strike 1. As after a momentary lapse, Proctor back in the strike zone. Here's the next one, breaking pitch, called strike 2, and Kaseka didn't want any part of that one. 1-2 the count. And the next one from Proctor, way outside, gets away from Trout, and the runner is going to be able to advance as that one, the wild pitch, allows the runner to advance. And now into scoring position is Wilson with 1 out. Next pitch to Kaseka, and that one's off the outside corner. Ball 3. The count is full. Pitch number 100, swing and miss for strike 3. 13th strikeout of the game for Kyler Proctor. And there's 2 outs here in the 7th, and here comes Coach Bowen headed to the mound, and he may bring in a reliever to just get a little bit of work here before Monday. Yep, that's going to be it for Proctor. An even 100 pitches in the game for Kyler Proctor. And he strikes out 13, allows just 3 hits, and on to pitch is Carter Parker. Parker on to get some work here in the 7th. 2 outs, and the Rebels leading 8-0. So Carter Parker on to get some work here. 2 outs in the 7th. Rebels 1 out away from their 51st consecutive spring victory. And Parker trying to nail it down with the final out. And he will face Nave, and Brent Nave takes the first pitch inside for a ball. A look at second. Pitch home from Parker, and that one's low. Ball 2. Next one is a called strike there. 2-1. Parker making his 6th appearance of the season. His first in relief, has allowed 6 runs, 3 earned on 16 hits, struck out 39 and walked 10. The 2-1 breaking ball called strike 2, and Rebels 1 strike away from finishing this off. And Parker delivers, swing and miss for strike 3. And the throw to first, and the runner's out on the tag. Ford leaps in the air and lunges and gets the out at first base. So a strikeout to end the game. That's the way it's gone most of the contest. The Rebels dominant on the mound today. On the strikeout. And total for the game, mentioned Proctor's line as he remains not allowing a run all season as he combines with Parker on the shutout. 14 strikeouts for the Rebel pitchers here this evening. And the Rebels win it 8-0. It's going to about do it from Ed Skelton Field here in Shawnee. Rebels will close out the regular season on Monday against Kingston. Stay tuned for the time and site for that one, which could change with the weather. So that's going to about do it. I'm Kevin Farr saying so long. Regional action will be next Thursday at Silo. We'll have times for that one coming up first of next week. It's going to do it for here. I'm Kevin Farr. Rebels win 8-0.